Trying to revive this old Trammer engine. And the valve's leaking, it keeps catching on fire. I'm running it on kerosene. Kind of this side. The guy I got it from is actually the president of the... Oh, it's on fire again. He's the president of the Timber Heritage Association up in Eureka. And apparently he built this in high school as a little project, then he just kind of forgot about it. And I asked at the right time and ended up coming home with it. So here we are. It's a Stewart 10V engine. Boiler's handmade. It's all silver soldered together. It has 7 flues. This here's the fuel tank. One way you could shut this engine off is it doesn't really vent in any sort of way unless you kind of crack this open. So if I wanted to shut this engine off, if the valve doesn't work, let's say, I could easily just screw this shut. It just has a simple little air valve as the throttle. It had no exhaust pipe of some sort, so I just had this old pipe lying around. It's actually off the Reno project. We shoved it in there, it's working. Actually kind of sounds like she's out of steam oil. Nah. Look at that. I just timed it yesterday. She needs to be plenty happy. Ooh, I burned my rag. But the interesting thing about this little car is, see if I can find it here. Yeah. Of course, I lost it right under my nose. Here's the body that goes over it. Kind of almost resembles a cable car or a trolley. But being the cable car nerd that I am, I refer to it as a cable car. I'm thinking I kind of want to route the exhaust to go up and out the stack. But we'll see. And there's a... I just machined that yesterday to fit in this part. Lathes are handy. And it's still catching on fire. Oh, next time I fire this thing up, hopefully it won't be as much of a cluster. This is the first time this engine's run in about 40 years, something like that. I think he told me. Ooh, safety's definitely going off. Use a little more of this. Oil a little more. That knock's getting to me. Here's my lathe. Where I work on the Reno with. Have I ever showed you guys the Reno? My other project. And uncover this a little bit. I'm gonna oil. See if that helps. Nah, it didn't change a thing. Oh, and it's on fire again. Look at that. See, is it still... Do a little experiment here, because I don't see any steam oil shooting out of that. No, there's still some shooting out. When I first took this engine apart, the valve seats and whatnot, I guess there's a little water left in her, because it wasn't getting, it wasn't sitting on the lap prop. I forgot my terminology. But I lapped the valve face, and it's seating a lot better. And yeah, it has brass valves with a brass valve face, or with a steel valve face. Sorry, forgive my terminology. Kind of has trucks like a Heisler. I think I talked about that. It's got a line shaft that runs underneath, and it actually threads into the very front and rear of the engine, and that's what runs it. It runs this way. Oh yes, a Shea has 3 vertical boilers mounted to the cylinders, correct. Hello Mark, how you doing? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I made new gaskets for it out of Teflon tape. I've never tried it before, but people on the Gauge 1 group are saying they like to do that on the AccuCraft Ruby, so I figured, oh, this is about the same pressure. Actually, it's probably lower. So I think the Wilesco safeties are set to go off at like 15 psi versus the Rubies, which go off at, I think, 60? I'm not sure. I sold my Ruby years ago, so but I don't remember. But I figured if that works on a Ruby, it's on fire again. Then it would probably work on this little tin can, so who knows. Apparently when the guy was building this thing, he chucked it on the lathe improperly, and it caught on something and completely destroyed the cylinder casting. And the teacher or whatever just braze welded it back together, and they remachined it, and it's working nice now. Ooh, wonderful. I wonder if that Amy English weirdo is going to comment on this. There's this weirdo that keeps commenting on my videos. Can't seem to say anything nice, and I have no idea why. I don't even know him. Apparently he's a fireman up at the Brooks Organ Museum, but I tend to not believe him. Sorry, I'm not even paying attention to my video. I'm trying to get this to go out. The threads are kind of worn out and it leaks through, and the only way to get it to stop burning is by pushing on this for a second, and the threads kind of, oh yeah, it seals it for a second, enough to get the fire to go out. I could blow it out, but I'm worried I'm going to kill the fire. Okay, that knock's kind of bugging me. I might, fuck, excuse my language. Oh, I'm just going to let it burn. An odd pet peeve I have is, oh shit. It'll go out, right? One thing I was doing earlier was putting steam oil on it, and it seems to seal it up, because steam oil gets nice and, it flows a lot better when it warms up, so I'm hoping that it'll soak up inside, but it doesn't seem to. Not pressurized, it's just gravity fed, so. Apparently the burner is made out of a post-World War II German camp stove. Nice little German oven, and, well, apparently he modified it to run this engine, so that's pretty cool. Phil is his name, right? Yeah. Yeah, see, there it goes. Worked that time. Yeah, I definitely got to take care of that knock. Yeah, that's what's wide open right there. This thing will cook around the National Summer Steam Up, no problem, I'd imagine. I just had this thing at the National Summer Steam Up, and I was walking around to all my old friends that I have there, and I'm just like, yeah, I have a steam-powered cable car, and they're all like, what? steam, what the, how does that work? And then I show them this thing and they go, oh, okay, you're retarded, okay. But, yeah, people are kind of blown away by this at the steam ups. And as well as my other engine too. I haven't really posted much about this online, but I have a Gauge 140. It's an AccuCraft. It was a 244, but now it's an 044 because the pilot truck burned up. But it was in one of those Northern California fires, and it's still burned looking, but I just got it running and left it alone. And every time I have that thing at steam ups, everyone's like, what the hell? Being in California, it makes sense that it's burned. Go out, bastard. There you go. A little more steam oil on there. It goes out quicker with the steam oil. Anyways. There's 2 people on here. Who's watching this? I'm going to read through comments a little bit. That's all from Mark. NKP757 Railfan. Hello. Anyways, I think that's just going to about sum up this video. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Happy Thanksgiving. Goodbye.